Hare Krishna. We need Krishna's experience more than his explanation. Krishna's experience refers to the experience of Krishna within our heart. Krishna's explanation refers to his explaining why what is happening in our life. Sometimes when things start getting confusing, sometimes when things start going wrong, we may get perplexed. Why is this happening? And the why question about specifics is often difficult to answer. We understand philosophically there is a law of karma, but Krishna himself says in 4.17 that Gahana karmano gatihi karmano yapi bodhavyam cha vikarmana akarmanascha bodhavyam gahana karmano gatihi. He says in 4.17, Arjuna tried to understand what is karma, what is akarma, what is vikarma, and all these are difficult to understand. The way karma progresses, gahana karmano gatihi, is very gahan. It is not easy to understand. Therefore, what is important is that we recognize the important thing in our life. And the Bhagavad-gita does offer us philosophical explanations in terms of who we are, what the purpose of life is, who God is, how He relates with us in this world. And by hearing the philosophical explanation, the broad confusions of life can be resolved. At the end of the Bhagavad-gita, Arjuna says is that Nashto moha smriti labdha tat prasadan mayachyuta sitosmi gata sandeha karishye vachanam tava. Oh Krishna, my doubts have now been removed. I have been restored in composure, restored in determination. Karishye vachanam tava, I'll fight. So now there is the part of comprehension and there is the part of determination. This is the clarification of doubts has been done and there is restoration of determination. That happens. But the same Bhagavad-gita has also told that there are many things which are beyond human comprehension. Krishna, for example, 9.4 and 9.5, Krishna talks about how he is present within this world and is present beyond this world also. How the world is sustained by him and how the world is not sustained by him. Matsthani sarvabhutani, he says 9.4, and 9.5 says Nachamasthani bhutani. And then he says Pashyame yogam aishwaram. This is my mystic potency. So the point is that Krishna states very clearly here that we cannot understand him in the absolute truth, that we cannot understand him fully. So what is important is that we understand in him enough to seek him, to experience him, to relish him. And philosophically we understand the explanation as much as we can, and practically the Bhagavad-gita says that pratyakshavagavam dharmyam susukham kartum avyayam, that we can experience him within our heart practically, and that experience brings joy. Susukham kartum avyayam. So with the philosophy of the Bhagavad-gita, with the association of those who study the Bhagavad-gita, we can get explanations as much as possible that help us to see things properly in philosophical perspective. But beyond that, and more important than that, is that we seek the experience of Krishna. Even if some things don't make sense, we shouldn't stop the head's need for an explanation. We shouldn't let the head's need for an explanation come in the way of the heart's need for the experience of Krishna. Irrespective of whether we are able to understand or not, we can experience by praying to Krishna, by chanting his names, by singing his glories, by immersing ourselves in his thoughts. We can experience ourselves uplifted. Machittaha sarva durgani mat prasadat tarishyasi. Krishna says if we become conscious of him, we will pass over all obstacles by his grace. So in this way we can seek explanation as far as possible, but we acknowledge that there are things beyond our comprehension, and we should know that God's explanation may not always be accessible for us, but his experience is always accessible. And we focus on practicing the process of bhakti yoga, and we use our intelligence not to conquer God intellectually, but to use our intelligence to inspire ourselves to take shelter of Krishna, irrespective of whether our intelligence makes sense of things or not. In this way, the warmth, the comfort of Krishna's shelter will manifest in our heart. And who knows, by His grace, even the light of explanation, the light of understanding will also manifest. But even if the light of understanding doesn't manifest, the warmth of shelter will solace us and will help us to endure the situation, look forward and take steps ahead so that we can move on in our lives without being overwhelmed by the adversity. So, the experience can shelter us and help us to move on irrespective of whether explanation is present or not. Thank you. Hare Krishna.